I have an update on Sheriff Norris of Kootenai, Idaho. I'm just kidding. The way you pronounce that city name, I learned, is actually
Coeur d'Alene.
very grating on the ears. Okay, so quick recap. The sheriff is all over the news right now because he used a bunch of plainclothesmen, security guards who were not labeled as security, to kidnap a woman from a town hall that he had been planning on violating for at least a year now, according to his own statements from last year.
And Teresa Bornfall, and I think she's running. I will call her out. She's another activist.
The security firm is Lear Asset Management, owned by Paul Truett, who is also there. That security firm is banned from operating within the city. Police chief pointed out that the sheriff violated Dr. Teresa Bornfall's First Amendment right to speech. They also dropped charges against her that Sheriff Norris had falsely made. Now, Sheriff Norris is the one being investigated in this case, and we're looking forward to the results, although police usually clear themselves, so we need to keep the pressure on. And when a sheriff makes a mistake like this and then turns around and says, I believe I've done nothing wrong, all they're admitting is that they cannot tell the difference between right and wrong. It is a horrifying thing to admit when you have a private security firm kidnap a woman, the police agree that what you did was wrong, the community agrees that what you did is wrong, the entire internet agrees that what you did is wrong, and you're still standing there going, I think I did the right thing. I think I'm going to do this kind of thing more often because it's totally okay to do. Yeah, that response should get you removed faster than anything. You should know the difference between right and wrong, Sheriff. But I want you to take a look at this clip from the end of my initial video about him and listen closely. That is terrifying. A gang in control of a police department. Of course, it's what we've been saying all this time, but now you can see it. He left that job, but still collects disability from it. How do you collect disability for a job you're currently doing somewhere else? Is that not fraud? He's also very dishonest about his residency, and that is, of course, to cheat his taxes. And it's not for nothing, but dude doesn't return his library books. Well, LACRA has responded, and they actually confirmed that when you're receiving disability, it is because you are completely incapacitated and unable to perform that job. You just cannot do it. That's why he would receive such a high number in disability from Los Angeles. However, he's clearly manhandling this woman and doing the job in Idaho. This is fraud and waste. It's a little more nefarious because Los Angeles residents, their tax money should be going towards wildfire recovery, not towards this sheriff who is doing the job somewhere else, and that job, in his mind, is just assaulting political opponents. So, of course, we have raised money so the victim could take legal action, and look where we're at right now. I hope Sheriff Norris is scared. I hope he's terrified. I hope he feels everything he intended to make his victim feel, because literally everyone is against him right now. Shortly after this incident, the sheriff, who had not posted on his Instagram since November, suddenly started posting a lot on his Instagram. And not like addressing this concern, or not even really about his job specifically. He just had post after post showing his loyalty to Donald Trump. That's it. Just showing his loyalty, showing his devotion, seeming as if it's a call for help. Like publicly just showing, hey, I'm loyal to Trump. Can some MAGA help me, please? You know, the way a person would do when they pray to their God when they're in trouble. Because, it's a very normal thing to be doing. If you're in a cult, that is. But because we know for a fact in this country that police rarely ever hold each other accountable, we must keep the pressure on as if they're not planning on holding him accountable. We must, otherwise he'll get away with it. How has he gotten away with these illegal disability payments for this long? It's not like I'm the one who found it. I found the story that already existed about it for years. People have been already talking about it, but nothing's been done. He's just been allowed to do this. He's just been allowed to break the law. Now suddenly, when it's on a large platform, now all the news stations are talking about it? Now they're looking into it? Listen, folks, you're not going to get accountability from people in positions of power unless you demand it nonstop. Sheriff Norris does not have extra rights than the rest of us. Sheriff Norris is just a dude who likes to commit crimes. And we'll just call him illegal for short because he does a lot of illegal things. So this illegal Sheriff Norris needs to be held accountable because he continues to participate in illegal activities until he is. This man is a criminal. Crime is all he knows. He feels that he's justified, and he feels as if as long as he yells MAGA, 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 he can get away with any of it. This sort of man, extremist, is far too dangerous to be serving a community. And Sheriff Norris publicly stating that he does not know the difference between right and wrong by saying, I did nothing wrong, is the final nail in the coffin. He doesn't know how the law works. He should not be in his position. He should be removed. He should be forced to pay back the people of Los Angeles, who again need that money for wildfire recovery efforts. And he should go to jail. And when he's in jail, I hope the other prisoners don't treat him like he treats someone at a town hall who happens to disagree with him. Good luck, Sheriff.